Good morning, my fellow YouTubians, Cubiondo, and all that jazz. I am home missing my writing PSSAs. Oh, 11:11, make a wish. Da, 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 da. Well, it's 11:11, but by the time this gets uploaded and processed, it probably won't be. I am at home with a sinus infection. Coughing up boogers the size of quarters. It's pretty freaking gross, but kind of cool at the same time. I want to just name them and keep them as a pet. You should, I don't know why I'm so sick recently. I've been taking so many pills. You'd think I was 80 between my back and my antidepressants. And for a sinus infection, I have 2 pills and cough syrup. Yeah. And then I had all that penicillin and stuff for when I had strep. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so sick. But I finally got the smoothie coffee, like a latte, mocha, whatever, but there's a lot of cream in it, so I call it a smoothie. And banana in it. That I've been craving since, I got sick. And yogurt, which I've been craving since I got sick. Yeah, I'm missing PSSAs right now, but I'm gonna tell this in every video now. This is not my only channel. Most of you who even follow me on this follow my Joss Dead Doll. Joss Dead Doll was the first one. I don't really like the name of it, but it has the most viewers and friends, so this is my Spiffyjoss channel. This is pretty much the same thing, only I put more unedited stuff on here. And then my Jossplosion channel is my clean channel. My channel that doesn't have, me talking about how I want to have sex with every priest and teacher and cop on the planet. And the new one is the King and Beaver Cafe. That's not technically mine, but I've been going into this cafe that I am a regular at, and I shouldn't be cheating on them with Sheets coffee. So good. But but I go in and I just film whatever crazy shenanigans go on in there. And usually when I go in at right after lunch rush or right before dinner rush where there's no one there, or on a Sunday when there's no one there. And I just film this weird stuff that goes on in there, and I started putting it on Facebook. And he goes, "I'll start paying you to come in here and just film." And I was like, okay, my camera, I'll unplug it and show you my camera. I have 3 cameras. Right now, this is the only one I'm using, a flip camera, which I have no complaints. But my purple one is my favorite because I call it my stalker camera because the lens turns. So I could turn it and sit like this and look at whoever's directly in front of me and they wouldn't know. And then I have this other Canon camera, which I like. And the battery's not working, so maybe once he starts paying me, I'll use the money to fix my other cameras just in case something goes wrong with one of them. I always have the other. And then I have that really shitty little blue one that just died. It was $30, and the picture doesn't turn out very clear unless I am in broad daylight. So that's that. I don't know. Yeah. And yeah, I've been listening to a lot of vinyl lately, mostly because, my ex-boyfriend and some of my internet friends all listen to vinyl, and I wanted to join the club. So I got a record player, and the Emporium, my favorite place ever, sells vinyl, so it makes me feel cool and rocker, like a rocker, but I'm not very punk rock. I try to be. And I also wanted to show you some CDs that I'm borrowing. Jazz in Paris. I like to critique the album artwork because that's what I go to school for. Jazz in Paris. You see the reflection of it, but I like it. I like the black and white. And this is the same colors as the York Coffee Company. And the music, it's one guy. And I don't know. I really like jazz. I like the picture, because that would be one of those random snapshots that I would take. It's not too well thought out, but it is pretty. And then Toto, I went to school, one of my classes was typography, And we talked about making letters like this and just the clouds. It's pretty simple, old school Toto love songs. Megadeth. I've heard of them, but I've never actually listened. But I thought that the cover of this was just so morbid that I had to grab it. It's like this guy hanging babies from a clothesline, and yeah, I thought it was pretty snazzy. And on the back, it's like this robot Skeletor thing with a baby, and like, yeah, interesting. And inside, there's all this other weird art. And Mozart. I got this because I like it because it's all painted, but the background is busier and has more detail than Mozart does. And we're always taught that that's a no-no, but there are exceptions to every rule, and this is like a perfect example because you're supposed to do detail last, and I just really liked it. So, yeah. And I like all the artwork on the vinyl, and I've been talking for 6 minutes. So good. But yeah, add my other channels if you're watching this. I love you, Baghead, and Jamie, and all my other cool internet friends. Pearl Rhodes, I miss her. Yeah. And Pause. And who else has been commenting me lately? Alakazam is pretty snazzy. And that other guy, El Cabristino. The guy who did the muffin. Yeah, okay, goodbye.